Hey, what is up, everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a recent booking that I got for next week. And thought it was a little bit interesting, but as I kind of thought about it further, I wasn't really surprised that I was able to get this booking at my higher price. So we'll jump right into it. But real quickly, if you guys don't mind, I'm getting some subscribers and I'm excited about it. That means you guys are loving my content, or at least liking it enough to subscribe. Please go ahead and continue to do that. Comment on my videos. That way the algorithm is able to spread my videos to other Turo hosts like yourself. I'm assuming you're a Turo host or interested in becoming a Turo host if you're watching my videos. So with that said, again, I got a booking. So if you're new to my channel, I got two vehicles. I got a 2014 BMW 5 Series and I got a 2018 BMW 4 Series hardtop convertible. Now, the hardtop convertible I got in September of last year. So right after, actually it was on Labor Day Monday. So I've had it since then and it's done pretty well. December was kind of quiet. I think I got maybe 2 bookings in December for it, maybe 1 or 2 in November, and then so far I got a couple this month, January, and I got already one for next month, a 4-day trip for next month already. So I'll talk about that too. But I'm gonna show you guys. So as soon as I got this booking, I think it was 2 days ago. So today's Thursday. So I got this on Tuesday evening time, and the booking is for next week Thursday. So it was about a 9-day advance booking, and it's only 2 days, but it's kind of a good thing because they didn't get a 3+ day discount, although they got I think they did get an advance booking discount, which is, I believe, 5%. I believe. But anyways, so I got this booking, and then obviously with me, every time I get a booking, the first thing that I do is I reach out to the guest, thanking them for booking my vehicle, just leaving my availability open for them. If you need anything, feel free to message me here. I respond right away, type of thing. And then I noticed my day rate for that vehicle that I captured was $90 a day. So the first thing that I did is looked. I'm like, well, it's kind of high, for January. I mean, I have it set at that price point, but I'm like, let me see how many cars, because I know there's a bunch of 4 Series convertibles. Most of them are older, as you'll see in this screen record that I did that same night when I got my booking. A lot of vehicles are older, 2014, 15, 16. I think there's a couple 17s. Actually, there's a couple 18s. I know there's one 2018, which actually is the same exact trim as mine. That one's white, my vehicle's black, but same exact trim. And I think, as you could see here, I'm going off memory, I think it was priced at $72 or $74 a day, and mine was $90 a day, as you'll see my trip receipt here as well. So I was a little bit surprised, because they could have got the same vehicle, literally just white instead of black, or other options, a couple older vehicles for way less, like $20-25 less a day, 2-day trip. They could have saved easily $50 in their booking, but they went with mine. So the more I thought about it, I'm like, well, for one, I offer unlimited miles, although this person indicated that they're traveling from, I believe, Georgia here for work. So it's not like they'll be taking a trip outside of the state when they visit here in Phoenix. So it's more they're here for work. So a couple things that came to mind. One, maybe their company's paying for it. So it could be very much where they don't care what they're paying, but it could be a combination of that. It could be my photos, although I took my photos myself. They're not professionally taken, although I like the backdrop. I like the quality of my photos from both my vehicles, but especially the convertible. I got the nice, it shows basically Phoenix in a nutshell. Palm trees, mountains, they're pretty nice quality pictures. And so I'm thinking, as soon as I kind of thought about like how they come, because like most of the time, a lot of consumers are shopping for, they don't want to pay, we don't want to pay more as consumers than what we have to pay. But I think in this case, with Turo and this individual that booked my vehicle, they've taken a bunch of trips, all 5-star reviews as guests. But I'm guessing that they value service, they value quality, they value, they look at the reviews and they see how clean my cars always are when I hand them over to guests. Always full tank of gas. Obviously maintained. There's nothing. There's no issues with my vehicles. So I think what a lot of guests are looking for at this point is more reliability. Like they want to make sure. Another thing with me, I've never canceled a trip on a guest. So could be that too. Could be that, maybe in one of their, I don't remember, I think it was like 23 trips that they've done already. Quite a bit. Maybe they had other guests cancel on them and they looked at my reviews. I have no trip cancellations. So it could be a combination of that. Could be a combination of and just the quality of my vehicles, the quality of the product that I'm putting out there for guests. Not necessarily by quality. I don't necessarily mean that it's a BMW or a Mercedes or those high-end cars. When I say quality, I mean guests have nothing bad to say about me. I have all 5-star reviews, written reviews, so that weighs heavily, because a lot of times when I'm looking at what other hosts at their reviews, a lot of times I like to look at all the 5 stars, but also I'm very interested in if I see a car, the review rating at like 4.89, 4 point whatever, and it a good number of trips. I always look to see well, what happened there, like and oftentimes I see that it's a newer vehicle, a 2021, 2022, even 2023 now, and yet there's a low review in there, or a couple of low reviews over there. So I always look, and a lot of times it's just the host being careless. I read a review today. I was like, oh my God. I read a review today for another host in my area that had they had quite a bit of cars, but a lot of their cars were like low rating, like 4.88, 4.86, like 4.8s, a lot of 4.8s on most of their vehicles. So I'm looking to see, and I see cars dirty, the window on the back seat doesn't go up, or it doesn't go down rather, empty bottles in the car, empty cans in the car, stuff in the trunk, and it's just like a bad experience. They're really providing that bad experience. So when I say quality, I mean my cars are always like washed, specifically for that guest. I always wash them. I vacuum inside, outside. I don't miss an inch on my vehicle, both inside and outside. My wheels, I clean them, I scrub them. So I really do a thorough job, and it doesn't take me long to do it. Maybe at the car wash, because I run it through the car wash. So You know, between that, vacuuming and you know, just hand drying it, wiping everything down, probably 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, I'd say. And you know, but spending that time making sure my vehicles are maintained, making sure my oil changes are done on time, any other maintenance, if I see something, hear something on my vehicle, I'll get it addressed right away. Although really I've been pretty fortunate with both my cars as far as maintenance goes. But just offering that quality, and that's what people want. People want peace of mind. People, you know, they're traveling, you know, and they know it's, you know, here in Phoenix, February, March is going to be a busy time. You know, we got the Super Bowl, we got Waste Management Golf, we got spring training, great weather. So there's going to be a lot of people traveling these next couple months here in Phoenix, more than ever, especially with the Super Bowl here. And with the Super Bowl, it's not necessarily the people going to the game rather. It's a lot of people come in because there's a lot of fan activities, there's concerts, there's other things that come along with having a Super Bowl in your city. So with all those, it's not just the 70,000-80,000 or whatever that could fit in the stadium. You get like probably another, you know, half of that probably visiting. I mean, hotels are booked, and I imagine like your Avises and all the car rentals are probably booked or pretty booked. That's another thing. I'm going to look at for those dates to see what Enterprise, Avis, what they got or what they don't have available for that time. I've definitely done a lot of research on what Turo pricing and everything, cars being booked and all that. So I do a bunch of research on that. But point is, you know, these guests, they want to come in, they want something reliable. They want their car available. They don't want to land and have their host cancel their booking, and they find out as soon as they land, you know, that their trip's been canceled. So I've never canceled a trip, although maybe one time I should have, but it was a good booking. I took a chance and didn't. No accidents or anything, just the car was used excessively, let's put it that way, and smoked in. But that's neither here or there. But and that's what guests want. So, you know, people, you know, consumers, you know, a lot of times we don't want to pay more than we need to, but there's also a lot of times where we want to get something that, you know, we can count on, like a reliable product, a reliable service, reliable vehicle in this case. So, you know, and with me, I check a lot of those boxes with the service that I offer. I always communicate with my guests every single time. As soon as they book, I reach out to them, thank them. And, you know, they look at my reviews, they look at that this person doesn't have any cancellations. So I'm available. So I think with this guest, even though my car was priced higher, I think the mindset is not all price. So I see a lot, and that's another thing. I see a lot of hosts in my area. For example, I saw one guy has a Mustang, a V8 Mustang, in my area, and you know, for this weekend, I don't have a booking for either of my vehicles this weekend, although I'm hoping to get one, and I'm hopeful I will get one, maybe tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow for Saturday, or same day tomorrow. My car's available in an hour. They're both washed and fueled and in the garage, ready to go. I just literally washed both vehicles yesterday, so they're both ready to go for the weekend. But you know, a lot of people panic. A lot of hosts panic and they reduce their price, thinking, "Hey, let's try to get something," you know. And they reduce their price by, you know, 20%, you know, 15-20%. You know, and it's may not sound like a big deal, but it is. I mean, when you go from $78 to $61, you know, times 3 or 4, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And the problem also, so that becomes a snowball effect, because if you're giving away your car at a low price point, you know, you're not going to be able to provide the service, because your vehicles, your margins, the numbers won't make sense, because you're gonna have to do maintenance on your vehicles. You're gonna need tires, you're gonna need oil changes, battery, wipers. There's it's little things that add up that you need to do. So if your margins are not there, then you're probably gonna sort of skip an oil change, or do it like, maybe, hey, let me get 3-4 more trips in so I get a little more cash flow, and then I'll do an oil change. And it's just a snowball effect. Like, other problems start happening, and then you become careless. And that's probably what the problem is with a lot of these other hosts that I see with bad reviews. They're priced low. And I'm gonna do a video of the reviews that I've seen. I've screenshot a few of them, not to put anyone on blast, but I'm gonna make a video and share those reviews that I see. I'm gonna cross out names and stuff like that. It'll just be the review that you'll see, no face, no name. I'm gonna cross that all out. But a lot of the problems are hosts giving away their cars for cheap just so they capture a booking, and then they may not wash their car, they may not service their car, and the guest leaves negative reviews. I literally saw one the other day. The guest for that individual host said, car was great price, but it was something service related on the vehicle that they gave a 4-star instead of a 5-star. So it's gonna come back. When you're not charging appropriately for your vehicles, it's gonna be a snowball effect, and you're gonna fall behind on your maintenance. You're gonna fall behind. You're gonna say, what, this is just not worth it. I'm not making enough money to deal with this, and you're out. You're not gonna do Turo anymore. So you want to make sure that you're charging appropriately. With me, I never panic and reduce my price. In fact, I looked earlier today for this weekend. I like where I'm priced. I'm not the cheapest, I'm not the most expensive, I'm towards the top for my vehicles, but I'd say, yeah, I'm on the top half, but definitely not the most expensive. But the one thing, especially on those last minute bookings, you're gonna get a lot of people that'll come in and they've been canceled on, like I said, or maybe they think they made a reservation with Enterprise. They go to the counter, Enterprise say, oh, we're sold out, sorry, you have a reservation number, but we're sold out, can't do anything about it. Go to Avis, go to Hertz, and they're all out of inventory. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna turn to Turo. And who's available right now? My car. There's a bunch, but my car is one of them that's available in the minimum 1 hour window. So that's why I'm not going to budge on price, because if someone really wants a vehicle, they're going to pay a premium. Like I say, like I've said in one of my other videos, I believe, when you order something online and you want it, you need it pretty quickly, you're going to pay for 2-day shipping, overnight shipping, whatever the case may be. You're going to pay for expedited shipping. Why? Because you want it, instant gratification. You want it, or you need it for an event. It's Wednesday, and like I need it for Saturday. I can't do 5 to 7 days. I need it guaranteed by Friday. Try it on, whatever the case may be. I want to make sure that it, it's what I, ordered. And so we're gonna pay extra to get that product sooner. So that's why when it comes to Turo, my mindset as a host, as a business owner here, I'm not looking at cutting back my price just to get a booking, because that takes away from my margins, that takes away from the quality of my vehicles, the maintenance of my vehicles, and ultimately it may end up in the wrong hands if I'm priced too low. And there you go, accident or smoke, or although that can happen with any guest, but odds are, if you're getting someone that's paying top dollar, they're pretty much it's a safer bet. It's a safer guess than someone that's, you know, renting a nice car for cheap. So you know, you want to obviously get those bookings, but at the same time, you don't want to pay a price, if you know what I mean, as far as, you know, giving it away for too low, and, you know, something happens with the booking, or, you know, it just becomes a snowball effect. You know, you're gonna get 1 low rating, 2 low ratings, and then now it's like, well, I got a 3-star and a 2-star. I can't charge high because of my reviews. I got to work my reviews back up, and, you know, it's just a never-ending cycle. So yeah, just point of this video is don't budge on your pricing, you know, because not only does it impact you personally, but it impacts the whole Turo market, your fellow hosts. So just focus on, you know, the service, the quality, the cleanliness of your vehicle. Check other reviews, see what other hosts or other guests are saying about, you know, vehicles that you see in your area. If you see 5 stars, great. What are guests? What did that host do to earn a 5-star here? And, you know, that way, you know, hey, I need to start doing this. I need to start providing this type of service. Or, you know, if you see a 3-star, okay, I need to make sure I don't do that because I don't want to get a 3-star. So do your research, and, you know, just a lot of it is common sense, and don't be careless. Don't be lazy with this. You know, with this, I mean, you don't have to put too much time hands-on. Obviously, the only thing you have to do is wash the car before a trip, wash the car after a trip. That's the extent of it. And then, you know, oil changes, you take it to your dealership or Jiffy Lube or wherever you go for maintenance, brakes, and that's it. So it's not a full, you know, unless you have 10, 20 cars, it's not gonna, if you're like me, you have two to 3 cars, it's not gonna take much time out of your day to manage the business. So you know, since it doesn't take that much time from your day, if you're a small host like myself, you know, do it the right way and provide the great service, and provide the quality, and make it a great experience, because you want people to come back. You want repeat customers to come back to you, and maybe not to you, but, you know, the more people come back to Turo, you know, they may book my car this time, but the next time they'll book someone else's car. One of my guests that booked my which one is it, my 5 Series for next weekend, I checked, and he's got a bunch of trips, and all local. So all, you know, actually from vehicles that I've seen when I do my market research. So they live here, so I'm guessing, you know, they might be driving to Vegas or something for the weekend. But yeah, a lot of trips and a lot of local. So, you know, obviously what I'm going to do with my local guests is I want to make sure, hey, you know, when you need a car again, like this guest, you know, will likely keep renting from Turo, I'm going to make sure that he rents again from me, and he doesn't go to another host, or, you know, one of his previous hosts that, you know, he booked with. So you want to make sure that, you know, you give him that wow factor, and, you know, with your service, with your availability, and with your product, you know, and as long as you're doing that, you know, as long as you're doing the right thing, treat it like how you'd want to experience it if you were renting from Turo. Do it that way, and you know, there's going to be a bunch of success that follows from there. So just do it the right way, and yeah, I will keep you guys updated. I have no bookings yet for the Super Bowl week. I have one actually for the week after, so I'm interested to see if I get one early or if I get a last minute one the same week. But I'll definitely let you talk about that in my next video. Other than that, take care. Please subscribe to my channel if you're watching this, like, comment, what sort of things have you seen, any kind of odd or careless reviews that you want to share, and put them out there in the comments, so that way other hosts kind of see that, and all right, let's make sure we don't screw up like that. So take care, guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.